And the way that I'm actually feeling right now, because I am. And that's because I'm here with Coby Koehl.
How are you?
Oh my God, I am so splendiferous now that you're here.
I'll see you at the function.
Hello. And speaking of the function, first and foremost, I want to mention that this upcoming Tuesday, you can catch Coby Koehl at Pangea's 35th
anniversary,
35th anniversary.
It's an institution.
Listen, there are not too many queer institutions that have lasted that long, alongside the Cock, the Monster, and Pangea.
Food.
Absolutely.
And they do serve food, but they also serve
great talent, legendary talent.
Hello, including yours truly, Coby Koehl. Not yours truly, I guess that's me, right? But you know what? They haven't hired me yet. One day.
Yeah.
But I do want to talk about you and your goings-ons at Pangeia. What's your connection with them? Have you been doing that for a while?
So I actually, my first show I ever did at Pangeia was in 1996 with Cheetah Daniels Kennedy, if you remember her, GANT.
Oh, she moved to Texas.
Yeah,
we love her.
absolutely.
The CD to the K.
And that was my first time there. And, you know, I've over the years there, and I really love singing there. They have a great cabaret room. Mm-hmm. They have a great stellar list of people that perform there.
The room is even big enough to have Flotilla DeBarge.
Yes,
Wow.
and Joey Arias. And Penny Arcade.
I mean, the lineup is, we don't have enough time to mention all the people that are going to be there on Tuesday.
John Kelly, who does an incredible Joni Mitchell. Legendary.
Gosh.
Wigstock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know Joni Mitchell is still doing a great Joni Mitchell,
Incredible,
by the way?
yeah.
I did not know I mean, this is old news and so off topic, but I just have to mention it because we all love music. And
absolutely.
Some of us are connected. Anyway, that was Side Eye at GANT. None of you are watching on the cameras because they're not up anymore. But if they were, you saw that. But no, Joni Mitchell, she did this album, like, now it's been like 15 years, but she redid her, like some, and then she also touched on some other things. She did a version of, what is that Etta James song, At Last? Oh my goodness.
There's Masters at Work mixes or Pal Joey?
There really should be. I was shocked that they didn't, because I mean, it doesn't sound like her. It sounds like some
Well, the thing about
woman.
Joni Mitchell is that her voice has really changed over the years, and I really love that about her. She embraces it.
She
you know what I mean?
Like she embraces
and she smoked
cigarettes.
6 packs. She
say.
smoked 6 packs of cigarettes a day, and actually worked on making her voice lower because I think she hated her high voice, which was very angelic and very special.
Yeah,
you know.
I see that you're one of those queens who gets into the backstories and all the divas.
Well, yeah, you know, because I'm a vocalist. I'm all about the vocals. You know, I'm all about the vocals.
Likewise.
Yeah.
I won't call vocalist. I do sing. I'm a musician, but I do get into kind of the backstories, as we all do as like DJs,
right?
Of just all the cool musical stories. Who's like, would you say is your? Because we were talking about this earlier before we got on the air. Who's like your quote unquote of the era? We all know what we mean with the era. Diva. Like, who's yours?
There's so many though.
I know.
You know what I mean? There's Streisand when I was really young, and Nina Simone, Tina Marie, who's phenomenal.
Hello.
You know, Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan, Billie Holiday, all the greats. I just love all of them. You know, I study them, and I really, you know, talent is so different these days compared to when we were growing up.
Show business.
Show business.
And
people don't really need to sing anymore. Back in the day, if you didn't sing, you were pretty much...
Yeah, you were done. If you didn't have talent, you were gone.
Whitney Houston. I mean, who sings like Whitney Houston? Effortless and flawless. Right?
Jennifer Hudson. I'll give her that. She's, oh my God, she's
great.
There are some who, go on.
Well,
GANT.
yeah, now they can throw Justin Bieber in the studio and make it sound like Sade.
Like Sade. By the way, she has something out recently.
She actually has a great voice, Sade. It's one of a kind.
Yeah? I was going to say, people do, and I was going to say back in the day, that's so funny that we say this, because I feel like the bar that we had set back in the day, like people used to talk stuff on Sade, whereas like now we look back and we're like, we had no idea what we had.
Right. That's right. That's absolutely true.
That's how high the bar was.
Yeah.
She's a brilliant vocalist.
Absolutely.
I was just watching
I wasn't reading Sade, I was reading Justin Bieber.
We understand that, but we too see, GANT, here's the thing,
Were you
Queen.
confused?
I'm always confused, and it's because I chose not to smoke before this episode, because I said, Queen, I want to be clear-headed, because
strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Hello. That's it's a secret, just like my gender identity.
Nobody knows.
Nobody cares. Except for the
Never
boys
let
on
them
Grindr.
see you sweat.
I was gonna say.
Tonight on Unsolved Mystery.
That's how I knew who Donna Karen was when I was growing up, because she had that secret commercial. I don't know. I might be a little older than you.
No, I mean,
never let them see you sweat.
Does she look like a man?
Oh, she did though.
Totally.
And so do I, because I am children. Oops,
Yeah.
the cat's out of the bag. Okay. Well, anyhow,
I'm
no.
allergic to cats, so let's move on.
She is. I know. And but your illustrious career in songstressing. Talk to the kids. Tell the kids, because like you were saying, you are only slightly older than me, Coby. Don't come
Slightly.
Only slightly. Time is made up. It doesn't exist, as we've all learned the past 2 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but back to yesteryear. Where did you get your break in New York City?
Well, I'm still looking for my break. Every break is, every day is a new thing. So, I never feel like I make it. I'm always striving just to do what I love, and I'm so honored that I have the years, and I could still get a gig. That's just such a blessing.
Work.
I get to do what I love.
Let me change metaphors then. Where did you is it cut your teeth, break your teeth? What do people say?
You cut your chops.
Cut your chops. Where did you start? Is I guess where you want.
Some of you that are on the show are not familiar. This man right here can sing his off.
Thank you so much.
I have witnessed it, so believe that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel really fortunate to do what I love, really, when it comes down to it. Everybody wants to do what they love, and not everybody has the opportunity, so I consider it such a blessing.
And you've sung with some of my favorites. I'm a little jelly staring at you across this table. Tell the kids at home listening just a few of those luminaries.
So I got to sing a duet with Holly Woodlawn. We sang Walk on the Wild Side together, which was really amazing, a couple of years before she passed away. I got to sing Walk on the Wild Side again with Boy George. I opened up for him in concert in 2010.
Oh my gosh,
He flew me to London. That's
exciting.
It was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I got to live with him in his amazing house.
I've heard she's a peach. I've heard a lot of great things about. I mean, I've heard a lot of things about her. But I'm saying that it's funny that we talk about this, because I think there's been a lot of shade thrown back and forth. I mean, on the show in particular, but a lot in just the past year. And I think when we talk about cancel culture and silly things, not silly things, because I could go on. That's another show. But it's cool how I think that Boy George, people of that era who are just so real and so authentically themselves, take it or leave it with all the good and the bad. But I just love that. I don't know. I think that's kind of what makes queer people queer people.
That's the facts of life.
Yeah.
Well, he also.
What did you say, Gant? We can't say that on the air. Oh, facts of life. Sorry. Okay, go on. Yes.
To somebody like that who's been an icon for 40 years, he's legendary. He's so accomplished. I mean, if you think about it now, nobody can accomplish what Boy George and what Madonna and what those people did, and Janet Jackson, what they did in the 80s, 50 million records. People don't sell 50 million records anymore because downloading and
bootlegging them.
Right, and nobody buys music anymore.
Exactly.
So the fact that he, basically gave me such an incredible opportunity, basicly, he...
That's the community at work.
Yeah.
And I look at people from a certain point in time as being what some would argue as purists. I just look at people who are just real.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's because it's hard. It's hard to stay accountable with yourself throughout the years and to evolve, especially when you get to reach that kind of height. I can only imagine.
I mean, it's unimaginable, really, to be that famous, isn't it? It's kind of like...
I mean, albums in where he came from.
Well, I think he's a lover of music and he's got great taste. He's a brilliant songwriter, and I think it's really important for artists to promote new artists and to really give back to the community. And that's why I'm doing this Pangea thing for the gay community. It's very drag based, and there's a lot. And drag is great, but there's not enough opportunity for vocalists to get up and have a place and a platform. And so I created my own platform.
And that's what you have to do as an artist.
That's right.
In New York City, kids listening in, if you're new here to this wonderful city that we call home, go out, go meet. They're at Pangea.
Absolutely.
And they're all over this cool Renaissance